Hello boys, my name is Nicky. I'm here to tell you about the Heroes of the Storm PTR patch today. Now this means that the patch is not gonna be live yet. It's gonna take probably a week or two before it comes live. But what we have here is hero updates Chromie and a lot other heroes no longer ignore vision limitations when queued. So Temporal Whoop, Garrosh's Bloodthirst W, Body Check, Gul'dan Drain Life, Kel'Thuzad Frostbass no longer ignores vision limitations when queued. So I think this is gonna make it more fair on some of the vision stuff that has been happening with those things. And I think specifically Temporal Whoop, I feel like if you cast Temporal Whoop in a bush, sometimes you would hit it more often than not. And that would be maybe sometimes a bit unfair. But also like maybe a potential Nova clone going into stealth and you've killed it, your ability, your Temporal Whoop, and you get the Nova out of stealth with the Temporal, even though she will steal it. Those are like a few interactions. But balance updates, same hero mode. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this isn't a custom ARAM. This is when you get the same hero ARAM procced the chance. When you get same heroes, now you get the health and mana regeneration at base at reduced rating from 8 to 3.2. And same hero mode also enables hard stoning for a burst heal without a burst heal. So it's gonna make same hero ARAMs when they happen less tedious. So probably people are not gonna complain so much when we get the same heroes. So that's what they were doing. Now, balance changes. That's what we're here for. Meat and potatoes of the patch. Blaze nerf finally. They're gonna give him a 5% damage buff, which is totally fair. Flame Q no longer able to deal additional damage to structures. I didn't even know that Q dealt additional damage to structures. I have seen people damage structures with Q for a lot of damage, but I didn't personally knew that the ability dealt extra to structures. So I'm really glad that they nerfed that, because a lot of Joker Blaze players would even ignore fighting you. They would just walk up into tower range, throw Q, get back, and just keep poke your buildings while you're not being able to do much if you don't have a good counter to Blaze. And your wall is gone, pretty much. Next, Adrenaline Steam Pack. Passive attack speed bonus reduced from 25 to 20. I think this is very fair. This is the most big talent in high ranked Blaze. Especially for like movement speed as well and fast wave clear. So that's gonna be a little bit of nerf to that. But I don't know. I mean, Blaze now has extra damage, so I think this is just to balance it out. I don't think that's gonna change anything. Level 4 Incinerator Gauntlets, bonus damage reduced from 50 to 40. I'm not sure what this talent is. I think it's the Merc talent. Extra damage versus Mercs, 10%. I think that's fair. Considering the extra damage you got, which is +5. Nano Machine Coding. These are the nerfs I like to see. Attack speed reduction of the oil, reduced to 50, from 50 to 35. I don't think this is enough, by the way. I think they should have dropped it at least to 25. And he gave them a 1 second extra duration, which is very annoying for heroes like Hammer, for instance. So, but actually, I don't know. If you leave the oil, do you get the extra duration applied to you? I'm not sure. Blaze players know the best. I cannot tell. I don't play Blaze. Suppressive Fire, reduced spell power, reduced from 25 to 20 by 1 stream, and a total of 50 to 40. I think this is not enough as well. Being able to reduce spell power by such a high amount, even though it's 10% auto reduced. You do need to get a perfect kill. We'll take it. I feel like those numbers weren't reduced enough, but we shall see. Maybe they don't want to reduce everything by too much to completely ruin the hero, but... Level 10 Bunker Drop. Cooldown and mana increased by 10. I feel like that's not enough, but again, small changes in the right direction. Hopefully they don't discombobulate the hero. Like, Bunker is such an insane ultimate, man. It gives you CC protection by precasting it. It gives your teammates protection to hide, and generally the bunker is just so... It has so much health, it takes a lot of time to kill it off, to actually get to the people. And you can run away from whatever side the bunker you want as well. It's a lot of value. Flamethrower damage got reduced by 20. We'll take it. Collision course damage reduced by 15. That's the Q extra burst damage. That definitely needs some nerf. We'll take it. Next, Cassia. Basic attack damage increased by 3. I think this is... I mean, Cassia is definitely... I mean, Cassia is a strong hero in general. She's not very often picked, besides for like versus a heavy auto attack comp, like maybe they have Greymane, Illidan, and versus, and maybe if you have like a Zarya. But besides those two, and maybe you're playing on Volskaya, besides those occasions, yeah, people don't usually draft Cassia very often, so it's nice to give her a little bit of tuning upwards. Level 1 Impel Talent, bonus damage increased from 50 to 70. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, as someone that does play the Impel Talent, and I know that no one takes it, this is an insane buff. I already think 50 was good, and you gave them another 20 on top. Absolutely insane. A lot of people don't realize that this talent Impel not only gives you bonus damage, but it also increases the radius and the range on which you can use Impel. Very good to close distance gap, much easier to backline squishies or to mobile heroes. And having that extra damage, just for quick bursts, especially if people are low on HP, I think that Impel does extra damage towards people below a certain thresh mark. I think it was 25 or 50. This is gonna be insane buff. Thunderstrike bonus damage increased from 15 to 20. This is the Q talent. I feel like this talent also didn't need a buff because you get stacks anyway. And most people go for the Q talent anyway. I mean, auto attack build is strong as well, but I feel like most people go for the dings, you know. Gaining 5 extra damage to stamina, sure, fine, whatever. Level 20 infinite lightning cooldown reduction reduced from 5 to 4. I think that's fair. I think it's very often that you can get a very easy resets with the bow, especially in a like medium to long team fight. You can get like 2 or 3 bows popping up. So I think this is fair. Next, Chen. Add the Tiger bonus damage increase from 40 to 50. And Leech amount increase for 40 to 60. Nice, man. Like the only viable build that people would be going nowadays on Chain is Q build, because it has insane damage. And you get the globe regen, which is insane duration and regen for free on globes. Especially on the globe map, Chen just walks around collecting globes and his HP is not moving. Which is not nerfed, by the way. But thankfully, I feel like they should tune that down a bit, the regen or maybe the Q damage. But buffing this makes this a bit more viable. And you know, I've played without the Tiger a little bit. I think it was fair. I think the only problem with this build is that people just walk off away from you before you can get enough hits. So that was the main issue. Bonus accelerating damage on 4 increased by 10% as well to accompany the auto attack build. That's nice. Gift of the Ox bonus duration from 1.5 to 2. I mean, Gift of the Ox. I like Gift of the Ox, but evasion talent is just so good. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, you need to play versus like a heavy spell team to go Gift of the Ox. I don't know. I feel like this is such a cool talent, but I don't think you have many opportunities to go for it. Maybe if you're playing like a Stormert and Far type of chain and you just wanna have more time to bait. I don't know, man. You tell me, guys, how you feel about gifting the Ox in general and if this is enough of a tuning for it. But level 13 Touch of Honey swap bonus increase from 20 to 30. This is very good. Touch of Honey, I already like this talent quite a lot. The problem with Touch of Honey is that the other talents on this tier are very good, especially the 13 AoE shielding talent. And it gives you a bigger burst shield for you. It's insane. But for the auto attack build, this is going to be very helpful. Make you more reliable for you to actually auto attack targets. Ring of Fire damage increased by 5 and duration increased by 1. This is the AoE talent, where you start burning so you can start wave clearing with Chen. Again, this talent has already been decent, but it gets overshadowed by the shield. Makes it more viable now, which is nice. I like to see that. Untapped potential bonus armor duration increased from 3 to 5. Untapped potential. So this is Storm Earth and Fire, or was it the shield? I think it's Storm Earth and Fire bonus armor increased. I honestly don't really know what's up with this talent. I guess I'm gonna have to check real quick here in Google. Untapped potential. Chin. Oh, keg upgrade. Yeah, I mean, I mean, this is a keg upgrade is so risky pick, man. I like the armor upgrade that you get from it. The problem with the tap potential is that it makes the keg harder to control. The baseline keg is much easier to control to get actually the CC you want, like in corners and in walls. This makes the armor more juicy. 2 extra seconds. But it's very hard to control the big keg. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, level 20 chin updates are usually not that great besides the unstoppable timing a little bit. So maybe this is gonna start seeing some more play. Hanzo level 16 Giant Slayer nerf by 0.4%. I think that's fair. Giant Slayer does a lot of damage, especially if you hit that shotgun shot. You can delete people, it's insane. Mephisto, finally, Spite has been nerfed from 150 to 100%. Bonus duration. Like, you could just go globe after globe from Alex Straza and keep it permanently uptime your globe for permanent cooldown reduction. I don't know if this is gonna be still permanent with the 100. It might be. This might not even be enough of a nerf. But 30% nerf, very good. That's what we like to see. They also reduced level 16 talent, a little bit of the damage. That's definitely very needed. Mephisto is definitely overpowered, especially when paired with an Alex. Especially with the spy talent. Honestly, I don't think they need to touch... I mean, yeah, they need to touch a bit 16, but main problem was spy in my opinion. Thrall. Now, I went to Thrall's stings, and I have to say, I'm really excited that Thrall got buffed, but I don't think he needed buffs in those directions. I think Thrall has already been a solid hero, and his only main problem was wave clear, but I think that's fine because he's a great duelist. So, he's gaining 50 bonus HP, which is insane. He's gaining regeneration extra, which is, I don't know if that's an insane number, but it feels insane. Frostwolf resilience healed increased by 17, which is also very strong. More health stuff. Chain lightning bounce damage increased by 4. Damage increased by 8. More damage on... I do feel that Thrall lightning damage is generally a bit weak. And this is gonna make potential 4-man red lightning a lot more desirable now. Just 4-man throws, because you know 4-man throw has always been a thing, but people don't usually prefer to go like a melee hero on the 4-man, like a throw, compared to like some maybe like a Kerrigan or an Aurak. So nice to see. Feral Spirit cooldown reduced from 12 to 10. This is an insane buff, by the way. Especially if you get the Green Wolf quest done. What? Man. Feral Spirit. This also improves your wave clear, by the way. This is an insane buff. I think they should have just done this and not touch anything else on Thrall. And just see how better Thrall perform. This is just way too much extra in my opinion. Talon's level 13 spell shield increased from 50 to 70. This also feels like a very strong upgrade because Spirit Shield has already been good. And I think it's the best Spirit Shield in the game because it has a 4-second duration compared to the standard 3 of other heroes. I mean, you have Tychus actually, 75, but you know, I mean, I guess if you compare it to Tychus 75, this is much more fair, but I don't know, I feel like 50 was fine. Next, we have Vala, duration of hatred reduced from 6 to 5. I think this is a good nerf. means you can less chain, being able to be top damage, and really force you to stay in there to keep the damage up. 1 second nerf, thing is fair. Especially for these auto attack Vava players, because auto attack build is the strongest. And I don't feel like you need to necessarily nerf the Gambit talent. I think the auto attack build has some other problems, like maybe Dead Dealer giving a little bit too much mobility and crit damage, but I think this is enough to see how auto attack Vava might change as a little bit of a weakness. Strafe has been increased, damage 10, and mana cost reduced by 20. This is very good. Strafe has been more of a situational pick because Rain of Vengeance provides so much utility. You have 2 stacks, 2 times Ministan, you can interrupt Moshes with it. You can wave clear with Rain of Vengeance if you want. 1 Rain of Vengeance, 1 multi-shot, you're good. And this is just more specific, and the damage, it just needs the extra push to just make it more juicy to take. Manticore bonus damage reduced from 5 to 4. I think this was not necessary. Even though Manticore itself is a strong talent, I think it's mainly because auto attack build is so strong, because of the fast auto attack speed, that this makes it more fair. But I think if you compare this talent to like Jimmy's percentage talent, then I mean Punishment reduce the mana cost of multi-shot by 20. I think this is very nice, even though, yeah, I think that's nice because Punishment gives you 50% cooldown reduction. You can use multi-shot more. Giving it the mana reduction means that you're gonna run out of mana less. So buff to multi-shot build. Yay. I actually love playing multi-shot build. Fantastic. Bug fixes. I did went through the bug fixes real quick. I'm gonna give you the most important ones, which are this first one, Aurak Sadism, fixed initial cost Sadism bonus to not apply lightning surge healing when primary target is not a hero. This means that when you're lightning minions or anything else, you're actually gonna be getting extra heal from your Sadism, which you weren't getting. More sustain for Aurak, which is nice. Make the hero more desirable to pick. I feel like Aurak is already kind of strong and risky pick, but in general, in which you have to, you know, play it safe to get the most value, so high reward, high risk. But, you know, this was a bug, so they fixed the bug. But I think this might make him a little bit too strong on the health system. Well, we shall see. Nice to see. War Matron, flowing taste above the War Matron prevented damage. That's cool. Cho, shove movement speed, modifies run animation. I don't know about that. Overpower proc Stuk of Super Strength twice. That's actually for a couple of talents. Below that is Illustrate. For some reason it procs that Stuk of Talent twice. It's not gonna do that anymore. Progrock not being able to heal correctly allies. Now you can correctly heal them without a bug. Into the Fray, doesn't display unstoppable duration. Celestial Charge Q, procs Stuk of Super Strength twice fixed. Riptar to not display correctly when cast. I don't know what's up with that. Updated Earth Ally duration. Remaining duration of physical armor with the remaining duration ally. Just visual thingy. Free drinks on Lily now shows as a crit, which is the level 1 Lily talent, Q talent. Medivh stuff, I honestly don't want to go into those. Like, if you're a Medivh player, check those. I don't think it's anything super important. Raven Familiar, I don't think about that. Ravenous Spirit, this is some Aram situation where one Ravenous Spirit cancels another, which is very weird, but they fixed it. Quantum Entanglement, this is some weird Probius situation that they fixed. Rainor's Raiders, Banshee would stop getting healing from Fountain in Towers of Doom for some reason. Would be getting if you're going through the gate. Now you're not gonna get that healing fixed. Execute Orders would shoot his Yamato cannon towards enemies that were outside the radius. Now it's fixed. Now you're gonna hit them inside the radius. By the way, I actually tried one game with the new Execute Orders. It's a very hard talent to pull off. Like, the circle goes in a completely random location towards an enemy, and enemies don't really stay for maybe more than one Yamato hit. It's fun though, and you get the cooldown reduction of your death timer, which is probably the best thing you can use that talent for, but And the Yamato catch is actually very impactful. It hits quite a punch. So if you get all 3 Yamato hits, that's like a triple tap from Nova almost. But it's a little bit high risk talent to get the value. Rhaegar would not be getting proper healing from Lightning Shield if he had Spell Leech, now fixed. Something with the healing numbers being shown from that. Same issue with Rainer's Raiders, but now to Misha on the tunnel bug fixed. Super Strain fixed on. Do not display activating. And Tracer healing numbers being shown from Regeneration Talent that no one even takes. And that's pretty much the entire patch, boys. PTR. We're gonna get live maybe with some tweaks and changes. I will update you on that when that happens, but that's gonna be everything from me from today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay righteous.